Now, both of these Druids are wearing some PvE gear, which is why these fights are lasting so long.
Yeah, so across the top of your screen is going to be Nihilum. And, sorry, it's going to be fnatic, and along the bottom is going to be Nihilum. And if you just joined us, we're in the lower bracket finals, and the score is 1-1. So it's the third round then. fnatic taking the second, Nihilum taking the first. It's first to 3, and the winner will go into the grand finals, which will be showing later today on the main stage. So once again then, just like last game, 2 Warlocks.
Doing the exact same thing. This is pretty funny.
So Glick then and Inflame playing in the center. Both Druids not needing to come out of stealth whatsoever at the moment. Oh, is he drain lifing the other guy's pet? Great. I mean, you know, we saw Paper Cat actually. Well, Glick was the offensive Warlock and maybe too offensive, and that, but that forced the fight to start. But I mean, you know, and the round before, we actually saw Paper Cat actually get bored and seemed to come out into the fight. But I mean, what's the point of this Warlock fight in the center at the moment? I mean, is it just to get? You know,
as you can see, since Druid doesn't want to come out at the start, what they're doing is they're basically, if they can, this is what happens right here, is they want to basically do as much damage as they can to try to force the Druid to come out eventually once those Warlocks have to tap.
Yeah. So Inflame running over to Hafu. He's going to get probably Cyclone first. And he trinkets very, very quickly. And Hafu actually jumps off. So maybe they can do some damage with the Warrior.
This isn't good. Azale's stuck on the bridge by himself. That's why you can see those Wraths being thrown by Kerkuala. Kerkuala trinketing that fear, which Azale threw to keep himself alive.
So back comes Hafu. And surely they're going to be looking for fears on her. And to get Azale down. But Azale actually would have got that nature swiftness. So he's healed up quite nicely at the moment. And let's switch over to Paper Cat, who's kind of been making, well, the decisions on a good decision on who to attack anyway. See Paper Cat then switching onto Glix. Glix getting a fear actually onto the Druid from the team of Paper Cat. And so he actually went slightly defensive, just to prolong taking too much damage while the Druid was in fear. And he's doing it almost again.
Now, Azale looks like he is going to switch to Kerkuala. Death Coil with a Feral Charge on top of it, and Mortal Strike.
And Kerkuala barely
and a Spell Lock after. They had that one gap in the CC rotation, which is why he was able to live for a second, but Kerkuala is still taking a ton of damage.
And just managing to survive, but also Paper Cat is going to be low now, so this Druid's going to be pushed for his mana. Well, hard done on his mana, as he's going to have to heal 2 people up, and he's only just managed to get himself almost back up to full health, but Paper Cat is very, very low. And you can see him in the center, completely being targeted. He's gone shield, obviously, and he's going to get cycloned as well to hang over the top. So surely an intervene is going to come out. Yes, it is, as he narrowly escaped. So it's going to be Inflame to tank the fight down the bottom. So all pressure is going to be put on him as he goes down to half health. And Innovate finally popped for Kerkuala, but look at Hafu's mana. It's absolutely fantastic. And once again, it looks like fnatic is having the mana advantage.
Yeah, Inflames is getting pretty low. Kerkuala waited a long time for that Innovate. Inflame getting really low and behind the pillar. That's not good. Inflame's is going to die.
Yeah, and I think it probably, well, actually, the mana's are about even, but Inflame putting himself in a bad position there, going down. But it was very, very, I mean, the play all started when they went hard on the Warrior, and he had to force, go away with the Druid, and that allowed him to swap instantly and have all 3 DPS, on Inflame. But actually, we kind of saw that at the top of the bridge when Hafu dropped. So, it kind of switched advantages there, but I mean, fantastic play. So the score then 2-1 to fnatic, and they are in the driving seat to make the grand finals, as they only will need to win 1 more. But I mean, what's different about these? fnatic, winning the last 2. I mean, what's different? I mean, we know that the mana is being used, better, but I mean, how so?
Well, that not so much the mana in that last fight, though that did play a big deal with Kerkuala using his Innervate. He waited a long time, so there was a stop in that stream of healing. The constant life blooms rolling, the larger heals from the rejuves, stuff like that. So the big difference was fnatic saw their opportunity. And what they did is they went with the crowd control rotation. We saw it was a little stacked at the beginning. It wasn't perfect, but we did see the Death Coil, the Feral Charge. The Feral Charge should have come maybe quarter second later, and then there was that one little gap in where the druid could actually heal, because spell lock, either it wasn't up yet or the pet was out of position. But that's why they would have killed him much earlier.